Here's a joke for you. Why did Britain go to war with Spain over Captain Jenkins's ear? Because they thought he was only hearing half the story. But seriously, you may have never heard of the War of Jenkins Ear, but it was a real and somewhat bizarre conflict from history. The story begins in 1731, when a British merchant ship captain named Robert Jenkins claimed that Spanish Coast Guards boarded his ship off the coast of Florida, and in a fit of anger, sliced off his ear. 7 years later, Jenkins turned up in front of the British Parliament, ear in hand, or possibly in a jar. It's debated, demanding justice. Outraged by Spain's treatment of one of their own, Britain saw this as the perfect excuse to go to war. At the time, tensions between Spain and Britain were already high over trade in the Caribbean. So why not add an ear to the mix? Thus, in 1739, Britain declared war on Spain in what became known as the War of Jenkins Ear. The war, despite its strange origins, was hardly as dramatic as its name. It dragged on with minor skirmishes in the Caribbean and along the Spanish Main, eventually merging into the larger War of Austrian Succession. By the time peace was declared in 1748, Jenkins' ear had long been forgotten. In the end, very little changed, but this quirky episode remains a curious footnote in history and why it's important to keep your ear to the ground. All jokes aside, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Until next time.